Modernizing a 100-year-old home sounds risky. One wrong move, and the charm disappears forever. But what if you could bring modern comfort, clean design, and functionality, without erasing the soul of the house? That's exactly what I set out to do. Understanding the soul of the home before changing anything, I had to understand what made this home special. The aged walls, original layouts, handcrafted details, and worn textures weren't flaws, they were history. The goal wasn't to replace the past, but to let it coexist with the present. Preserving what could never be recreated, original features were protected wherever possible. Old doors, trims, textures, and architectural details were restored instead of replaced. These elements carried character that modern materials simply can't replicate. Keeping them grounded the entire renovation. Modern comfort without visual conflict. Modern upgrades were introduced quietly. Instead of loud design statements, clean lines and subtle finishes were chosen. This allowed new additions to blend naturally with the old structure rather than overpower it. Balancing old materials with new finishes, traditional textures were paired with modern surfaces. Rough meets smooth. Warm meets minimal. This contrast created harmony, honoring the age of the home while giving it a fresh, contemporary feel. Opening the space carefully instead of tearing everything down, strategic changes improved flow while respecting the original layout. The home now feels brighter and more open, yet still grounded in its original structure. Nothing feels forced or out of place. Lighting that respects the era. Lighting was one of the most important upgrades. Warm, layered lighting highlighted original details while adding modern ambience. The house feels welcoming at every hour without losing its historic mood. Modern functionality hidden in plain sight. Storage, comfort upgrades, and modern features were integrated discreetly. The home functions like a modern space, but visually it still feels timeless. Nothing screams new, everything feels intentional. Letting imperfections stay. Not everything was polished away. Small imperfections, uneven textures, and signs of age were left intentionally. These details remind you that the home has lived a full life, and that's what gives it charm. Why charm is about restraint. The biggest lesson was knowing when to stop. Modernizing doesn't mean changing everything. The charm survived because restraint guided every decision. Less intervention preserved more character. The final transformation. The result is a home that feels comfortable, relevant, and modern, yet deeply rooted in its history. It doesn't feel frozen in time, and it doesn't feel over-renovated. It feels authentic. Modernizing a century-old home isn't about replacing the past. It's about respecting it. When old and new are balanced thoughtfully, the charm doesn't disappear, it becomes stronger. For more renovation stories, thoughtful transformations, and design inspiration, subscribe to Dubai Renovation and discover how timeless homes can evolve without losing their soul. Would you preserve the charm or go fully modern? Comment below. What would you keep if this were your home?